Happy Saturday, beautiful people. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to talk about the third, I think it's the third Hermetic principle, the principle of vibration. If you are joining me live or on the replay, either one, please comment and say hi so I can reach out and connect with you. It's my favorite thing to be able to reach out and connect with you all one-on-one. So we're going to talk about the Hermetic principle of vibration. And we're going to talk a little bit about the law of attraction. Okay, so the Hermetic principle of vibration explains for us that every thought, emotion, and mental state processes a unique vibrational frequency. And the principle reveals that our mental states and emotions, just like the vibrations in music, lead to different emotional responses. The principle of vibration is one of the cornerstones of the universe. It underscores this idea that everything is in motion, everything vibrates, nothing is at rest. This shows us that how difference and variations in vibration, they give rise to the various and diverse manifestations that we see around us, from matter and energy to mind and spirit. So it's not just about understanding the universe, it's about understanding ourselves, right? And this shows us that we can consciously manage our own mental vibrations and influence the vibrations of others and influence the way we interact with the world around us, right? And so this is really a key to our power to manifest, our power to make our spells create the results that we want to make in the world, right? We know by the principle of mentalism that we're creating our reality with our thoughts and our emotions, right? And our ability to change our mental state is akin to our ability to change our experience. And so every mental state that we experience has a unique and vibrational rate and mode. And having the ability to shift your mental state at will which has been proven by modern science. There's no scientists out there that won't agree that everything is constantly in motion. And so these principles, created thousands of years ago, already knew before modern science that this is actually physics. It's literally the way our world works. Everything dances, everything has a rhythm and a vibration. And so it depends on what rate of vibration, intensity, the speed. It all depends on then what form it takes in our physical reality, right? And so this is the principle that the law of attraction comes from, right? It's this idea that like attracts like. And so the vibration that your energy, the energy of your thoughts and feelings, your mental state vibrates at, will attract other like vibrations. And so we get this a little bit skewed though, okay? So I think that we feel like we have to force our thoughts to be positive. But that's not really true. Okay, so you're going to manifest like attracts like. You're going to manifest things that match your dominant vibration. Isn't the thing that you think about once in a while. It's not the thing you get upset about once in a while. It's that vibration that you hold on a regular basis, right? There's this emotional vibrational scale. Abe Hicks has one. There are other people out there who have one as well. If I knew how to share my screen right now, I would show you one, but I have no idea how to share the screen once I go live. I don't know why. It only lets me share the screen before I go live, which is stupid. I'll have to figure out a better way to do these videos where I can actually share my screen. But so it's really what we focus on more often that we're able to bring into our reality. So one really good example of this is, say your radio station is set at 99.0 FM. You might be able to pick up 99.3, 99.5, 89.9, 89.8. You might be able to like pick up some of that, but you're never going to pick up 102.5, right? Our emotional scale is very similar in this sense, right? And so if we try to tune it just a little bit, so moving up that scale, so going from sadness to indifference, going from indifference to, contentment, from contentment to happy would be the way to do it, instead of going from sad to happy, right? So it's doing these incremental small changes is what's going to benefit us more over time, because you can manifest in anger. It's just that, so I could manifest in anger. Right now I can say, I need $50,000. I want to manifest $50,000. And I could use my anger as a tool to manifest $50,000. But I may not like the way the way it shows up. It might kill a relative, and that relative might then leave me that money. So it depends, right? Do I want to use anger? Some people may not mind. That may not bother them. I'm not one of those people. I would rather move up the scale of emotions and vibrate from and attract from a higher level of vibration. Everyone's different, though. You can attract with anger. In anger, you can attract. And you do. This is how you have the reality that you have, right? So you don't have to be in a happy, high vibe state to attract what you want. But in order for it to come to you in a way that resonates with the truth of who you are and your intentions of what you really want, then you want to be vibrating at a frequency that reflects your truth and reflects God within, right? Our emotions are an amazing tool for this, because we are our higher self. Our higher self is connected to the creator of all beings. It's the source of all that is. It's God, it's source energy, it's nature, it's the force of energy that flows through all things. That divinity, that connection to creator is what makes us mini creators, right? And we can tell by how far away we feel from joy and peace and love and happiness and glee and delight. Though that is our natural state, abundance. That's our natural state. That's what God feels like, right? That's what your higher self always feels like. The further we go away from that, the more resistance we feel, the more negative emotions that we feel to the things we experience in the outside world, the further we know we're away from that baseline energy, from our spiritual center, right? And so that gives us a gauge as to how far out of alignment we are with the truth of who we are. And so, but we don't want to force toxic positivity ourselves either. And we don't want to be watching every thought in the sense that we start to feel guilty if we feel bad about something, and we don't want to beat ourselves up and guilt ourselves. We don't want to watch every thought in such a way that we become obsessed with, to the point where we get upset when we think a thought that's not high vibration. Like that, a lot of people get hyper focused like that, and they wind up actually not making anything any better in that way, right? And so this is really a process of learning how to move back up and down the vibrational scale, right? To go to a place of disappointment and sadness when we watch the news, and then rise back up to our baseline vibrational state. This is why practices like grounding and centering ourselves. This is why meditation is so important, because we are learning to control our vibration and the frequency at which we vibrate at on a regular basis. And so it's a process, and it's a process that we want to enjoy, right? Because if we're not enjoying it, and we're in shame, and we're in guilt, and we're hyper vigilant in a negative way where we're trying to force positivity, that's not the way to go about it either, right? Because then you're not going to have a focused vibration that is a dominant vibration. In my energetic manifestation course, we talk about your dominant vibration, your baseline vibration, what that feels like, and what it feels like when we get out of whack with that, and how to balance that, right? This is the kind of work that we do when we want to manifest the kind of life that we want, right? We learn that the thoughts, that our thoughts are creating the situations and the circumstances, and we learn to vibrate at our true frequency, and we learn how to stay there for longer periods of time. And it builds in momentum. It's like a snowball effect, right? The more I give focus to this vibration, the more I can stay here. It's like a magnet, and it starts to really draw in and attract more like vibrations. So the law of attraction is really just a smaller scale part of the law of vibration. And so it is the law of vibration. The principle of vibration is actually the main principle. It's the main law. And then the law of vibration is like a concept within that law that tells us how we can use it in our daily lives. So focused thought and focused held emotion is where we want to be. We want to work on learning how to move ourselves up and down the scale of emotions, right? And the more we can stay balanced in the higher frequencies, or really it's not even on the scale, it would be a higher frequency, but you want to be at like a baseline of peace. You want to be at a baseline of prosperity and contentment and comfort, right? Emotionally, the vibration of your thoughts, the vibration of your emotions, the dominant vibration. And then if you have experiences, Abraham calls this contrast. We have that because when we experience life, we're creating our reality as we go, right? So as we experience things we don't like and things we do like, we're actually telling the universe with our emotional response and our mental response what we do and don't like. The issue is getting stuck feeling feelings and having thoughts in the areas that we are not happy. Watching too much news, being around people who don't serve us, right? They aren't going where we're going. They don't match us where we are. And they keep us stuck, right? And so this is people, this is places, this is things, this is thoughts, this is beliefs, right? And so this is just this is the foundation. These principles are the foundation of how we create our reality, how our reality is created, and how we are creating our reality, right? So they are literally spiritual laws, but they're also physics. Now, there are some parts of these that are not necessarily proven by science just yet, but we're getting there. We're able to see with modern science that in quantum physics, we're able to see that our consciousness and our observation of matter actually affects how that matter reacts. And so now that science and spirituality are kind of at this point where they're meeting face to face, it's easier and easier for us to start to comprehend and understand that metaphysics is a real thing, and that everything that we see is actually an illusion. These things aren't solid. This computer is not solid. It's actually matter vibrating at a certain speed and frequency that allows it to be in this physical form that it's in. The same thing with your body, right? And we can actually change the experiences we have based on our thoughts and feelings. I can't tell if there's anyone here, but if you have any questions, please leave your questions in the comments, and I will happily come back and answer any of them that you might have. These seem complicated by the wording that is used in the book, but they're actually really simple, and they're actually the foundation of everything that we talk about in our magical practice and everything that we talk about in our manifestation practice. And so I think that I have covered everything that I wanted to cover for today. I will put a photo of the vibrational scale in the comments below this video, and I will see you later in the week for our group reading, our collective reading, and then I will see you next Saturday. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend.